Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope by the grace of Almighty Allah, all of you are fine. Dear student, I am Mohammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College. Dear student, this is our second lecture on chapter 8, and all of you know that this is cash book. Dear student, after this lecture, you can have an idea about content. You can able to prepare cash receipt journal. You can able to prepare cash payment journal. You can able to prepare a cash memo, and you can able to prepare single column cash book. Dear student, let's come to our class. Counter entry: the transaction that influence both the cash as well as the bank account of an organization are known as counter entry. Dear student, that means there are some entry which will influence both debit side and credit side of cash column. That means if cash money increases, in that time bank money decreases, or if bank money increases, cash money decreases. This type of transaction is counter entry. Dear student, only two transactions are this type. Number one, deposited into bank, and number two, withdrawn from bank for business. Dear student, be very careful. Withdrawn from bank for owner, it will not be a counter entry. Withdrawn from bank for business, it will be counter entry. I hope you understand. Now cash receipt journal. Dear student, cash receipt journal is very important one for your exam. So look at the format how we can prepare cash receipt journal. Date, account credited, source, cash debit, discount debit, sales credit, account receivable credit, and others account credit. Dear student, when you prepare a cash receipt journal, only cash related transaction, that means only cash receipt. If you receive money by cash or bank from any sources, only that will be recorded in cash receipt journal. Dear student, only cash or bank receipt transaction will be recorded in cash receipt journal. Dear student, first column date, that means which date will receive the money. Second column account credited, that means cash account debit and other account credit, so that credit account will be here. Like if I sold goods in cash, then cash account debit, sales account credit, so I will write here sales account credited, sales account. Then source, if any source is mentioned in the question, you will write, or no need to write anything. Then cash account debit, that means you sold goods in cash, so cash money increases, cash account debit, and sales account credit. You will write money here, cash column and sales column. Dear student, then when account receivable will credit, that means when you receive money from account receivable, that time account receivable account will be credited, and again cash account debited. And is there any discount, then you will receive discount account. Dear student, in this column, if you collect money from other sources, that means after selling goods we receive cash money, that will record here. After account receivable we will receive money, that will record it here. If I receive from any other sources like interest on investment, like commission received, sale of any asset, if from that sources we will receive money, that will be record this other column. Dear student, this is the cash receipt journal. Inshallah, when we will do the math, that time you will understand better. Okay, then cash payment journal. Dear student, cash payment journal, here only cash payment. That means if I paid money to anybody, that will be recorded in cash payment journal. Either check or bank, it will be recorded here. Dear student, at first you will write the date, which date you pay the money, then account debited, that means for paying what account will be debited. Like I purchase goods, in that time purchase account debit, cash account credit, so here you will write purchase account. That means again is the cash, which account is debited, that will be recorded here. Then here check number, if I paid by check, that will be recorded. Then source of the transaction, if it is mentioned in the question, then purchase account debit, that means if by purchasing goods if you pay money, then purchase account will be here and cash account will be here. If by accounts payable you paid cash money, that means if we pay our creditors to cash money, that time accounts payable debit, cash account credit. And if I paid other money like salary paid to the worker, then it will be recorded this column and this column. And discount column, at the time of paying to creditor, if there is any discount, that will be recorded this column. I hope you understand. Dear student, now what is our last class homework? It was CQ1. So for you, I'll show how you will do this math. This is CQ1. All of you take your books so that you can easily understand. Dear student, first requirement, general journal. Dear student, in chapter 6 we discuss general journal in details. Again I am telling, in general journal you have 5 column: date, account title, LF, debit taka, credit taka. Dear student, the transaction is we purchase cloth on credit. So if we purchase on credit, that time purchase account debit, creditor account credit, purchase account debit, creditor account credit, because you purchase it is an expenses. That's why this account debit, and creditor is your liability increase. So creditor account credit. Dear student, next transaction would done by owner. We done by the owner. Owner would done a cloth for his daughter. Dear student, here drawings account and purchase account. We know that if owner takes anything from the business for his personal use, that will record drawings account. That will be drawings account. That's why I have written here drawings. It is equity account, your equity decrease. Then purchase account. That means your purchase goods decreases. If purchase increases, that time purchase account debit. If purchase decreases, purchase account credited. So this is the general journal for non-cash transaction. Dear student, now requirement B, prepare a cash memo. Dear student, in chapter 2 you have learned cash memo, how you can prepare cash memo. Again I am showing you. At first you will write the name of the owner, Dibala Cloths, Islampur Dhaka, and it is cash memo, the date, the date of transaction, voucher number if any, purchaser name Topu Traders, address Kumilla. Dear student, now the description, serial number, you show you cloth, particular it is cloth. Then rate 150 per unit and quantity 200. So total amount is 30,000. Then I have to subtract trade discount. It is 5%, 1500. So difference is 28,500. This is the cost of goods. Dear student, it is 28,500 only, and purchaser signature, seller signature, and there is a special notice, sold goods can be returned. Dear student, this is the cash memo. Now single column cash book, most important one. Dear student, how we can prepare single column cash book, last class I have discussed. Again I would like to show you. Single column cash book, you will write the owner's name, single column cash book. You know that in single column cash book there are only one column for writing money in debit side and one column in the credit side. That means if I receive money in the debit side I will record, if I paid money then I will record in the credit side. Dear student, so look at the question here. Opening balance BD is given 60,000. That means Mrs. Debala have 60,000 in cash. Then he sold goods, it is 28,500. Then Sazal trader, he received from Sazal traders 40,000. So total amount of receipt is 1,28,500. Then payment, advance rent, it is 30,000. Electricity bill, it is 25,000. And the balance, you know that balance means difference of debit and credit. Balance means difference of debit and credit. So 1,28,500 will be subtracted from 32,500. Then it is 96,000 balance BD for next month. I hope all of you understand. This is your homework. You will try at home, inshallah. Next class we will solve this one. Dear student, thank you. Allah Hafiz. May Allah help all of us. কই গেল?